Leslie Arietta. Incident that I chose is a hazardous material for the exercise design and evaluation final. The assessment. The hazards in the community include hazmat, winter storm, dams, terrorism, and power outages. Area most vulnerable include the interstate, lakeshore, high foot traffic locations such as the mall, stadiums, schools, etc. Emergency management functions in need of reversal are alert and notification, communications, emergency information, warning, public safety, damage assessment, and coordination and control. The agencies and personnel needed to participate in the exercise are the following: police, fire, public works, hospital, others, school district, Red Cross, state emergency and management agency. The exercise that will be performed will be a functional exercise assuming all participating parties have been up to date on all of their procedure responsibilities and have experience with exercising involving the planning for the hazard listed above. The functional exercise is most helpful in improving the areas of the EOP. This exercise will take place in one of our emergency operating centers and will likely take a scope. For this specific functional exercise, the hazard will be hazmat, located on 2 miles off exit 102 on I 985 South, McDaniel Farm Park. Alert exercising to improve the alert and notification, warning, public safety, coordination and control, and damage assessment. With the following participation from agencies: fire, police, state emergency, public works, and management agencies. The purpose of the proposed emergency management exercises is to test and evaluate the following emergency functions as listed above by involving the following agencies and personnel also listed above. In a functional exercise stimulating hazardous material exposure at McDaniel Farm Park at 3 p.m. Objectives. Objectives of this exercise will be: responders will establish a command post 2 miles off the site of the accident within 15 minutes of the initial service call. Officers will begin their duties blocking off the danger zone, assessing the damage, and redirecting traffic. PPE will be distributed to appropriate personnel. Contamination zone will be established along with shelter in place and zone orders, and zone outside of the hot zone will have an evacuation notice. Coordination of new information on the incidents between agencies and in containing the incident, as well as assessing the safety of public works such as water supply, air quality, and food, etc. Narrative. Tuesday evening at 5 p.m., a semi-truck containing hazardous material loses control on I 985 South. During peak traffic time, the truck crashed into two other vehicles containing only the drivers. The truck was immediately engulfed by flames while the vehicles landed across from the truck away from the fire. Bystanders attempted to rescue the drivers but were met with poor air quality. Dispatch arrived at the scene approximately 5 minutes after the first call at 5:02 p.m. All bystanders were instructed back into their vehicles while dispatch made the call to emergency hazardous material incident officials. Dispatch redirected traffic away from the crash site and evacuated all dispatch personnel to an official command post that was set 2 miles away from the crash site. Major and detailed events. Major events. An 18-wheel semi-truck loses control on I 985 South, crashes into two other vehicles, and creates a fire on the left shoulder. The drivers in the two other vehicles were injured, while the driver in the truck is announced deceased at the scene. Traffic begins to pile at the site of the accident, creating blockage for responders. Fire begins to spread towards the woods near the site of the accident. Fumes are blown toward nearby towns and being inhaled by all passing and standstill drivers and passengers. Detailed events. Injured drivers are stuck in their vehicles. Forest fires developing quickly. Thick fog blankets the accident area. Site becomes compromised. Expected actions. The injured drivers are trapped in their vehicles. EMTs will dress in appropriate hazmat gear, assess the situation, prepare to remove them. Information liaison will communicate the situation between the EMTs, expected hospital, and fire department. Forest fire is developing quickly. Once drivers have been safely removed, the fire department can begin containing the fire, i.e. via helicopter or water hose. Thick fog. Evacuation of all ground teams. Danger zone has grown. It is no longer safe to stay close to the site. Messages. To crash fire and rescue method word of mouth from team leader. Begin preparations to enter the contamination zone. Initiate ICS. Notify all coordinating teams on staging locations. Info liaison. Notify hospital of status of drivers and known information of chemical exposed to them. To crash fire rescue method tower calls from team leader. Once notified, begin dispatching fire rescue via helicopter to contain forest fire. To command post method tower calls from dispatcher center. Begin evacuation procedure of all posts located near the accident. All personnel are to leave their post immediately and go to the hospital until further instruction. Thank you.